Simon YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Deck Wizard. Today we are finishing off our Wormadam trilogy with the Fighting Wormadam, the one that's supposed to be based around the ground type, I do believe. Wormadam fighting mode is 110 HP, has Sand Spray for 1 fighting energy. It's going to do 30 damage, which isn't bad. You know what? At least we have a low hitting attack for 1 energy. Beautiful. It's also got Twin Burst. For 3 colorless energy, we can do 60 damage, and if there is a Motham on our bench, we can do 60 more. So we have the opportunity to do 120 damage, but is 120 damage really worth it from a Wormadam that only has 110? I'm not sure, but it does not matter because this is the card we are using in today's final Wormadam episode. So, if you guys are hyped and ready for it, make sure to hit that like button because we're about to create a deck. So we're going to click on Wormadam and see what we're going to get. We are going to go expand, and we are getting a pretty similar deck to what we had last time. Still no Shamans, which is a little surprising, but we have the Kangaskhan, Mega Kangaskhan line, 1 each. We have 1 Lugia EX, 170 HP, colorless Pokemon with Air Ball and Deep Hurricane. We have, of course, 4 and 4 of the Wormadam and the Burmy. We have Heracross, 2 Heracross, 2 Mega Heracross, 220 HP Grass type Pokemon with Big Bang Horn. 2 Grass, 1 colorless for 180 damage, but we lose 10 damage for each damage counter on Mega Heracross. So hopefully there's a way to heal off in this deck, which I do not see. We have a Leafeon EX. We have a 4 Trevenant EX again. Not much for a randomizer if you keep giving me the same cards. We have 4 Great Ball. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal Pokemon you find there and put it into your hand. At least we have a way to actually kind of escalate our Pokemon. Like, actually grab stuff. I don't know how it's going to work out. We have 1 Heavy Ball. Search your deck for a Pokemon with a retreat cost of 3 or more. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So, a little bit. We have 5 balls, which is very unusual for this format. We have 4 Pokemon catchers, so they definitely think that Lysandering is important in this game. We have 1 Archie's Ace in the Hole. I don't know what water types we are going to be grabbing from this, but apparently we have a water type Pokemon in there that we can Archie, so that is good to note. We have 4 Delinquents because we do not want our opponents having cards in their hand. Kinda cool, kinda cool. We have 1 Wally, which means we can actually evolve Burmy turn 1, which is kind of cool. Not often do we see that, but unfortunately for the rest of the cards, Wally don't work. Again, we have Rough Seas for those water and electric Pokemon that are in the deck somewhere. I didn't see them, but hey, look, they are there. We can heal them off. Most likely I'll be using the Rough Seas to throw it out in Delinquent. We have Floral Crown. At the end of your opponent's turn, heal 20 damage from the basic Pokemon this card is attached to. So we get a chance to heal a little bit in between. Lastly, we have 4 Fighting Energy, 16 Grass Energy, and that, my friends, is the Fighting Wormadam deck. So, whoa, that is spelt wrong. That's gonna bug me too. Usually, may have left it, but today, no, can't do it. So we're going to save that, and before we get into any matches here, what is your opinion? Do you think we're going to get a win today? The Grass type didn't do so hot, Steel type apparently did very well. Will Fighting be the champion? We're about to have to, we will have to wait and see, just as we get a few games of Pokemon TCG online in BAM! Alright guys, our first game is against Orsi Strike, playing a fairy deck from what it appears to be. Alright, Orsi, actually we get to win this coin toss, so we are going to play first because we need the support. And I have a Kangaskhan to start us off, which actually isn't the worst thing in the world. We're going to say done. Let's get this game underway. I love the pink sleeves, my friend. They are fantastic. We see a Sylveon in the active position, so this is going to be kind of an interesting little deck. A little bit of healing, a little bit of damage, a lot of ribbons. Alright, so we got Trevenant. We're going to go for a Heavy Ball, get something else out here. I can go for a Mega Kangaskhan. I've got 3 energies. I might as well do it. So I'm going to drop an energy onto the Kangaskhan. And I'm going to end this turn. Now, if he doesn't end, I can Mega Evolve next turn. I may not be able to get the triple draw off, but that's okay. Any damage done by special energies. I don't have any special energies in here, so it's okay. Can go for a dress up. I have no tool card on me. Actually, it's based on them, so they have a tool card, 60 damage. We might not survive long enough to use Wham Bam Punch. We are going to attach a grass energy to Kangaskhan and Mega Evolve. So we have 230 HP now. I do lose the turn, but next turn I can go for that Wham Bam Punch, and if I'm lucky, I can get some decent damage on this thing. Precious Ribbon does heal it, but it needs 2 fairy energies to use it, so it can only go for Dress Up. Dress Up again, so 60 more damage, so I've taken 120. We get another grass. I'll save that for the Trevenant, using the fighting energy on the Kangaskhan as I go for a Wham Bam Punch. 100 damage, 1 heads, 2 heads, 160 damage. We need 10 more, so even if Wham Bam, if for whatever reason Sylveon knocks us out this turn, I have the ability to take this thing out with Trevenant at the moment. How much do you heal? We get an N, which is fine. I do need a grass energy to come back though. I do get 2, so that's great. That's actually, we're in a great position. And I can Rough Seas to get rid of the Fairy Garden, which is very important. Precious Ribbon will get you 50, but you have to move an energy from this Pokemon to another. And all you've got is the Spritzy at the moment. So your best bet is to go for... Ooh, you just go for the switch. You're going to let me take this thing out. Can I get a Pokemon catcher? No, I cannot. I will take another Trevenant here. I'm going to start setting one up. We're going to get rid of that Fairy Garden. You do not need that. And we're going to go for the Wham Bam Punch, which will knock out Spritzy. I don't need the extra damage. I'll take the first prize, though. It's not often I actually get to use a Mega Pokemon in this. I got the Pokemon catcher now. So, a little late. We're in the same position here, though. Our opponent can do 100 damage. Not enough to knock us out. I don't believe. Yeah, but you get to heal 50. So I should still be able to knock this thing out. Gets another Fairy Energy onto the Sylveon. We see a Shauna. So he's obviously looking for a basic Pokemon. Definitely looking for a basic right now. Did he get it, though, is the question. He got another Sylveon EX. Very lucky for my opponent. Switches out into the new Sylveon. Let's see if I can get that one with all the energy on it. So I'm going to continue to set up this Trevenant. I'm going to go for a Pokemon catcher. I do not get it. So I'm going to have to go for that Wham Bam Punch. Get this Sylveon all damaged up. But I can only do 100. Can only do 100. But even still, this active Sylveon can't do anything to me either. So I'm not too threatened yet. I'm not too threatened yet. We're currently getting our Mega Kangaskhan's actually putting in a ton of work here. Trevenant should be set up on the following turn. I have 2 Grass Energies currently in hand. We're looking okay. You know what? This is actually moving pretty smoothly for a Deck Wizard deck. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I'm not trying to talk too loud today. I have a couple people in the other room trying to watch some TV, so I might be a little loud to them. I don't know. Fighting Fury Belt, you're going to try and keep yourself from getting knocked out next turn. I can see that. Fighting Fury Belt onto the active Sylveon with 1 energy drop, and it's a switched turn. We are going to get rid of your Fairy Garden. No more switching for you. And we are going to continue to power up our Trevenant in the back as we go for a Wham Bam Punch. Now, I need to do... You have 210. I need 1 coin flip here. Don't get it. He is getting all the luck on these coin flips. I'm so close to knockout on either one of these right now. Both of them are sitting at 10 HP. 10 HP. Now this Sylveon cannot retreat. And the one with all the energy on it can't retreat either. Technically, no Fairy Garden. Which is actually a good reason to have Rough Seas in there. I'm happy with that. I wish it was a better stadium, but I'm not going to be picky. He can go for a dress up, which will do 60, or he can retreat via Seeker into an N, which will put me at 5 cards, which actually draws me 2 more technically. Hoping for grass, no grass, but I have a Delinquent, and I can get rid of the stadium, force him down to 3 cards. Nope. Yeah, I can force him down to 2 cards. Got a Spritzy, got an Altaria. But I do want to get those energies off that Sylveon. I've been trying it's been very difficult right now. The Wham Bam Punch doesn't do enough damage on its own to knock out. We see an Ultra Ball as well. I'm not going to be able to Delinquent too much more. We see an Aromatisse. You cannot evolve this turn, so I'll be able to get rid of that. Energy Retrieval. And I believe you've played your energy for the turn, so I'll be able to Delinquent all that away, which is nice. We see the damage is increased thanks to the Fighting Fury belt. I am going to continue setting up our Trevenants in the back. I'm going to Delinquent. Sacrifice all your cards, my friend. That Aromatisse ain't going nowhere. It's getting into the discard pile. Ah, thank you. I did not want to see that. I'm going to go for the Pokemon Catcher. I still don't get it. I'm going for the Pokemon Catcher. I still don't get it. Let us put this on the Trevenant in the back. And I'm going to go for my first knockout of Sylveons. So now we at least get extra damage, not when I need it. That's okay. Unfortunately, my Mega Kangaskhan is going to go down here. But if he puts it onto the Sylveon in the back, he leads Sylveon. I should be able to knock this thing out. It's only at 10 HP. He got an Aromatisse. Really? That's not cool. That's not cool. Fairy Transfer. He's getting those energies off it. That is one of the luckiest pulls I've ever seen. He got 1 energy. He'll be able to save another one because he has to go for the Precious Ribbon. I can knock that thing out though with a Wood Blast, but his Altaria will be set up to continue attacking, which is very scary. Kangaskhan kind of, I can't say negative thing, but it didn't get the knockouts. Like we were sitting there so close. We are so close. Pokemon Catcher, you're not reliable. I failed 3 times trying to get that Sylveon into the active position. I needed to knock out all that energy. We see a Dress Up, so he gets the knockout. Doesn't have to move the energy. I would have moved the energy though. Next 2 prizes, we are going to go into our own Trevenant with the Wood Blast attack. I'm going to continue to set up the next Trevenant just in case. And there is the victory. Game number 1 goes to Fighting Wormadam, who we didn't even see a Burmy, so we couldn't even play it. But that does not matter. We had a fun, very good game. Again, hopefully Mega Kangaskhan, if I ever get a chance to play it again, will be able to do more damage, so we can actually get some knockouts. But that is game 1. We are going to move into game number 2, and hopefully we can pull a second win in today's episode, having Fighting Wormadam be the best of the 3 decks that we've had. Otherwise, Steel Wormadam will be going for a roll if... No, never mind. I'm just rambling at this point. Let's go into match 2, because that's what you guys want. Game number 2 is against Latinzai. And he gets a coin flip. Will it be in our favor or in his? It's always in his. I can't say that. We actually had the coin flip work for us in the last one, so I can't be too negative. And it looks like Burmy is going to have to put in some work here. Because, well, it's the only Pokemon that we can actually play. But that's okay. That is okay. I do have to wait for our good old opponent to set up his basic first, as he does. I'm going to put the Burmy in the active position as I need to, and we're going to see what happens from here. We have no other basics, I do know that, so we cannot use them. Mew and Reg Ice, so this ain't kind of cool. We're going to see a Professor's Letter. This is definitely going to be a stally kind of deck. And Professor's Letter gets him 2 water energies that he needs, attaches the water energy to the Mew. We grab a a grass energy of our own. I'm going to go with the Floral Crown there, Great Ball. And we get ourselves a Lugia. We'll take a Lugia. It's the more likely one to be actually able to attack. Another Great Ball. I can grab Kangaskhan, and that's a fine enough Pokemon for me. We'll put it out in the active position. I can't use the Delinquent because there's no stadium, so hang down. We're going to do 10 damage. I need a fighting energy to actually use Sand Spray. So unfortunately, my main attack for Wormadam is not going to be able to be used unless I get that lucky extra card. We see that he is going to go for... He has 2 choices here. He has Burning Icicles, which no fire energies. Probably going for the Ice Beam to Paralyze. That is what I would do. But what's nice is I don't have to evolve. We take 30. And we do not get paralyzed. We do heal 20, which is very nice. Alright, we get a Heracross. So we get another Pokemon for our bench. Not really necessary. I'm going to attach the grass energy to Burmy because I need to. And Wormadam. How much damage can you do? 70. You can knock me out. I'm going to have to evolve. And unfortunately, I still cannot do anything. So, whoops. Wrong button. I'm going to end the turn. There's not a whole lot I can do. My opponent is definitely wondering what I'm playing because I am playing a whole lot of random. But I need 1 more energy, and then Twin Burst will be great. I'd love an end. He Lysanders me. Good play. Gets the Lugia out, which is, I gotta say, the biggest of the threats. And he'll be able to go for Resistance Blizzard here. Yep, Resistance Blizzard, 70 damage. I can't do anything now. I get a Mega Heracross off though. Let's do that. At this point, I am literally just top decking, unless our opponent plays an N, which will benefit me. He doesn't want to do it, but if he plays a Stadium, I can mill out his hand, which will be kind of cool. But this Mew is definitely a powerhouse. Resistance Blizzard gives it another net, so 70 damage. And we get another Heracross, no energy, nothing I can actually use to attack or benefit. This is going to be a very slow and painful game. He's going to be able to net 2 prizes here. Wormadam will be able to pick up the knockout on the Mew, because I'm not in EX. You are not a basic anymore, so Floral Crown does not work. I gotcha. Simple item, and yet not so simple. We see the actual Regice come into play. Getting the double colorless energy drop, so this thing is now going to be a big threat. I've lost this game already. I have almost guaranteed that. I have to go into Wormadam, and I cannot knock this thing out. There's no Motham in this deck. So there is that. I can go for a Great Ball. I need an energy, and I don't have them. I keep getting other cards. I'm going to grab another Mega Heracross. I might as well Mega Evolve when I can't do anything. So there we go. Another Mega Heracross is on the field. I've never seen so many Mega Heracrosses in all my life. I am sitting here with a Delinquent, unable to play it because he has no Stadium. I have no Stadium. It is a very negative game. I think I've done 10 damage so far. I don't like Regice. It's such a powerful card, but it really hurts people from playing their game. I don't know about you guys, but when I play Pokemon, or I used to play Magic the Gathering too, one of the biggest pet peeves I had was playing against a deck that stalled out. like stalled out to win. Like you're having all the fun and I can't play. I don't find that fair. I don't mean it in the negative way of, in the sense of, you know, you can't use a tactic like Ali's saying magic counterspell. You can counter my spells and all that. That is fine. But when it's like this, where in theory, if I didn't have Wormadam, I can't attack. And the minute Wormadam goes down here, I can't. And there you go, Pokemon Center Lady, the perfect supporter for him. Heals off all the damage I just dealt to it. I have to go into an EX Mon. I don't have another Mon to attack this thing. Unless I can get a Pokemon catcher and hit the Mew, there's not a whole lot I can do. Oh, now I finally get an energy card. I'm going to go for the triple draw. It's all I can do. I have a Wally, that doesn't do much. I have a Heavy Ball, again, doesn't do too much. Again, I can't support her to get anything out of here. But yeah, no, these are the type of decks that, kudos for you guys to actually making them, but it's not fun being on the other end. I'm not giving up. I'm sorry. I'm not giving up. I'll sit here and play this game out to the end, and I will make you have to waste your time. If you want to stall me out, I will gladly do the same to you. Because that's how I play. I can get a Pokemon catcher. This game isn't over yet. I can force you out into Palkia. I can force you out into Mew. I can force you into doing a lot of stuff. But if you think I'm going to give up just because you're stalling me out, I got another thing coming for you. You want to sit here, play the stall war, I can play it too. I will sit here, take all these magical hits. If I can get myself a Pokemon catcher, which I cannot, I would have been able to attack this turn. I can't Wally. I still can't Delinquent. I can't use Wham Bam Punch because unfortunately Resistance Blizzard stops me from attacking. We're doing a great job though. We are stalling very well. He has an Articuno now. Mew was a really cool addition to that actually, because it does get you whatever card you currently have in play out. I have one more turn with Kangaskhan. I can't seem to get any of the cards that I do need. I can Wally out and get the Wormadam, but unfortunately my fighting energy is attached to the Kangaskhan. So I'm going to lose out on that. I can drop an energy there. I am done. And unfortunately this match did not go anywhere like the other one. I got Mega Kangaskhan out twice though in a themed, or in a Deck Wizard deck, so that is definitely a pretty amazing feat. He's going to take out my Wormadam here, or attempt to. Not that it matters. You can stall me out all you want. I got a Grass Energy here. Let's just play it on there for all intents and purposes. We're going to attempt to try and win this with Wormadam. Not that it's going to help. But yes, if you guys want to play stall, like a lot of people do, I'll sit here and play the entire game out. And if you think I'm going to do otherwise, I'm sorry. That is Pokemon TCG. I do not quit. I do not give up. If you want me to hit that concede button right now, it ain't going to happen. He is switching out, going into a Mew. A big old powerful Mew. And I'm probably going to see the attack from White Kyurem. A Pearl Hurricane. Fair enough. Hits my Mega Kangaskhan, takes me out. Good game to my opponent. You did play very well. Your deck was it ran fantastic. It did exactly what you wanted to. But don't tell me to give up if, you know, I'm wanting not to give up. We do have to go into a game 3 though, as this game did not pertain to anything that we could actually do. That was a long, boring game. Very long, boring. But the question is, can we get Mega Kangaskhan 3 times in a row? I do not know. We will soon see in match number 3. Alright guys, our final match, win or lose, we're playing against Chazfoot. And I'm kind of interested. This will be our final game for the Wormadams, and I can move on to something else. I do believe we have to hit Shaman up still for Deck Wizard, so that will be coming in the near future as well. I lose the coin flip here, which is the only one I got to flip, but Chazfoot is going to decide if he wants to go first or second. He's got a huge grin on his face right now, meaning that he is going to take that first place, that first turn that he needs to set up. We have a Leafeon and a Burmy. I am going to actually set up the Burmy in the front, and I'm just going to use the one steel energy one fighting energy on it, while Leafeon gets a chance to set up in the back. We are done here. What are we going to see from our opponent? He is playing a Dragon Grass deck, so I can only assume maybe Dragonite? No. Oddish, Spinarak. I am all good. I'm all good with this. Spinarak's Ariadoses don't do too much to me. I will get item locked if he manages to get Forest of Giant Plants turn 1. So unfortunately there is that. But I'm not too threatened by that. He does pass the turn, puts the grass energy onto the Spinarak. Kind of was hoping now that I have drawn the Delinquent that I would have been able to get it off, but I'm not going to. No! Misplay! I said the fighting energy and I attached a grass. I didn't want to do that. That would have set up Leafeon. Next turn I could have just set up Leafeon. That's gonna bite me in the butt. How often do you guys do that? Like, I know when you're like, I don't know how many of you actually commentate and do TCG or anything on your own like this, but sometimes when I'm commentating, I'll say something like I just said, fighting energy would have been the best play for me because I would have been able to evolve, attack, and then start setting up the Leafeon because I know Burmy is not going to last very long, especially considering I'm actually weak to grass. But here I am into the Wormadam. I do have to waste. The question is, how long is this Wormadam actually going to be in here for? And can I set up the Leafeon faster? Let's do that. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to just set up past this turn. He took 10 damage. Oh, from the hang down. Yep. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. I don't know what dragon he's running. Probably Giratina, now that I'm looking at it. There's a Virizion, which is kind of cool. Evisoda should help its, I assume, the Gloom. No, he goes into the Ariados. Goes into the Ariados. I've never seen Ariados actually be used as an attacker, so it's kind of interesting. He puts a Rainbow Energy on it. Poisonous Nest, I am poisoned, which is fine. It doesn't bother me too much, but he doesn't have a whole lot of attackers. I don't want to waste my energies, though. I need to get that Nature's Breath going, so we're going to continue to set that guy up. We are going to take a Great Ball, and Wormadam, you're going to have to literally sit there and wall for a turn. It doesn't look like our opponent has N or anything of the sort to benefit himself. He's at 1 card left. It doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't have it. He just may not have drawn anything. But I haven't seen a support. Actually, neither one of us played a supporter. We're both pretty equal, actually. He's getting the extra damage from the being Grass Weak. Wormadam fighting, not good for that. Just clue in. Or just a tidbit of advice, don't ever evolve if you don't need to. I am going to be able to go into the Leafeon, though, and I'll be able to knock out this Ariados here, which is fine by me. I'm going to attach that fighting energy, go for the Nature's Breath. There is no stadium in play, so I can't heal, but it's not necessary. I do get a prize here, which is great. I get a Pokemon catcher, which means I can bring out the Oddish, which is kind of important. But I might want to hit the Virizion first, because that thing is going to be able to do a lot more damage. We are tied for prizes, and that will be the thing I need to take out. Because that's the thing that can currently take out Leafeon. Ariados doesn't do anything. Ariados does not poison me. I am Grass type as well. Oddish could do stuff if it gets into Vileplume. Energy Retrieval grabs a Grass Energy and throws it onto the Virizion. So again, Virizion is the target here. We do get another Pokemon catcher, so we have two chances here. I'm going to grab that Virizion though, Need to bring it into the active position. And I do need to go for that Nature's Breath. We need to start dishing some damage onto the main attacker. And there we go. It's a little weakened. If he wants to try and retreat it, I do have another Pokemon catcher. He has got the Gloom now. Thankfully, I am Grass because I don't have to worry too much about the Poisonous Nest from the Ariados. Bailout nets him a Spinarak. Put 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. I don't need to play that. I will be able to knock out this Virizion though. So we're going to go for the Nature's Breath. And that is 2 Mons knocked out. Very nice. Leafeon's putting in a ton of work here. I wish Leafeon's base output would be a little higher. I don't know what the game's been doing with 120 lately. It's been very popular. If you've seen my set review for Steam Siege, you'll know what I mean. We see the Gloom out. This is a very weird game. Very weird game. My opponent's really stuck. I have 2 Delinquent cards that are literally just sitting there. He's going to be able to evolve into the Vileplume here, which means he's got a lot more HP. But it doesn't stop me at all. I have Pokemon Catcher, yes, but the Solar Beam might matter. I hit him twice first. I don't think he can knock me out. And I'm going to start setting up the Trevenant EX in the back. We should be okay here. I'm going to go for Nature's Breath. He lives on 40, but unfortunately because the XP share is on the Vileplume and not on the Ariados, all that energy is just going to disappear. He's going to hit me at 140. So he does need to start setting up that Ariados if he does plan to take out my Leafeon. He gets a Sycamore, which is very... It would have been nice for me to have that as well. Gets a Heracross EX. I still have not seen the Dragon. Goes for a Solar Beam. I'm at 30 HP. And I really do wish to get a... I don't want to play that. I can't play items. We're going to go for the Nature's Breath here. I wish there was a stadium in play so I could start actually benefiting from the Nature's Breath, but there's nothing I can do there. We are going to gain 1 more prize, a Grass Energy. I'm going to be a turn away from actually using Trevenant to its fullest. Goes to the Heracross. It can do 40, which will be able to knock me out. Sadly. Sadly. We see a Tyranno. My opponent has got a lot more draw support than I do. There's the energy that I was expecting. And the Guard Press will be able to knock me out, which will also protect you from what? During your opponent's next turn, any damage done to this Pokemon is reduced by 20. So Dark Force does absolutely nothing. We grab a Grass Energy for Trevenant. I do have to start setting up a couple other Mons now. Otherwise, I'm going to get knocked out. I need to Pokemon Catcher in something. I get the Ariados, which is what my biggest threat for Kangaskhan and Burmy is. We're going to go for a Dark Forest here. 20 damage. I'm forcing him to play an energy on the Ariados to retreat, keeping him from getting Giga Power. We see another Gloom. Tyranno gets played. He draws a few more cards. I have no draw power whatsoever. I've got 2 Delinquents sitting in the hand, and there's not a stadium. I've never seen so many no stadium games in my life. Electric Energy. What was the Electric Energy before? There's a Dragonite. I called it! We see a Bust In. There is the 3rd energy, and you may discard... we are taking a lot of damage. I discarded a Grass Energy there. Pokemon Catcher. Again. I failed. Okay. I tried. I tried. I can go for a Wormadam here. Was playing the Fighting Energy on the Trevenant a bad idea? I think I've lost this game at this point, so no. We're going to go for a Wood Blast, which will do 90. If he doesn't get an energy, but let's be honest here, he's got an energy in that hand. In that hand, he's got to have an energy. He does. So I'm going to be knocked out here. He doesn't need to discard either. We actually see he runs Blossom as well. And we get knocked out, which is unfortunate. Puts him down to 1 prize card left. And I don't have an attacker. I am going to have to go into Kangaskhan here because I can take a longer hit. But unfortunately, I don't have this. I do get a card, or I get an energy, so I can go for triple draw. Where's the Rough Seas when you need them? And it's, by that I mean, it's not now. Not now that I've actually drawn one. Rough Seas needed a long time ago. He can go for the Jet Sonic, discarding... Can you discard any energy? I'm definitely in a bad position here. Take 80, so he can hit me again next turn to dish out the damage. Oh, now we drew both Rough Seas! Look at that! We're going to get rid of 3 cards in our opponent's hand, but it does not matter at this point. At this point, it does not matter. Our opponent has us. The Jet Sonic will be able to knock out Kangaskhan, so that does mean that Steel Wormadam was the best deck for us in this format. Sadly, fighting our cards just leave you on without a stadium. Without a stadium, I couldn't do anything. I was always out of range of being able to knock out. Kangaskhan cannot take another hit, so it does not matter here. I did grab the other Mega Kangaskhan, so in 3 games, guys, I was actually able to grab the 1/1 line each time. I didn't get to Mega Evolve this time, but that's okay. I did get the card. We see the Gloom. Jet Sonic is going to finish us off here, because he only needs to do 120. Discards an energy, he'll be doing 120. Or 140. So there it is, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys at least enjoyed it. We definitely got crushed in the later of the 2 matches. But our opponent on the second game was definitely more reasonable. We had pretty even decks, and he definitely got a little bit more luckier than we did. So there is that. Again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button because it means you guys actually want more of this content to continue coming. I'm pushing for double daily uploads. I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon. I'm not saying single uploads are going to happen all the time either. But I'm aiming for that for the channel, and I hope you guys can appreciate that. But until our next video, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. But until then, time out.